Hello students, welcome to the third lecture on the lecture series on quadratic equations. So previously we have covered some exercise problems and we'll continue to do so in this lecture. Okay, so let's start and do more exercise problems. Okay, so let's see problem number 1. So the quadratic equation is y is equal to, so the quadratic expression is y is equal to x square plus 4x plus 4. So this is the quadratic expression, right? So we want to determine the x-intercepts, okay, when x touches the x-axis, okay, when the graph y touches the x-axis. So we want to find the roots x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, we want to find the roots. So find the roots. So how we can find the roots? We use Sridharacharya formula, that is x is equal to minus b plus or minus root over of b square minus 4ac, right? So b square minus 4ac. So using that, so here a is equal to what? 1, b is equal to 4, c is equal to 4. So this much by 2a. This is the Sridharacharya formula. So it will be what? Minus 4 plus or minus root over of 16 minus 4 into 1 into 4. So this will be equal to whole by 2 into 1. So this is minus 4 plus or minus 0 by 2. So this will be what? Minus 4 by 2. Okay. So as you can see here, d is equal to b square minus 4ac. That is equal to, so b square will be what? 16 minus 4 into 1. So this is equal to 0. So this implies roots are real and repeated. So this root that is equal to minus 2 is actually repeated twice. Okay. So the x-intercept will be x is equal to minus 2. So setting y is equal to 0, we are left with this. So factorizing if x plus 2 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So the graph touches the x-axis at x is equal to minus 2. So let's see problem number 2. So factorize the expression x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we can write x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So this implies that x into x minus 3, right, minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this implies that x minus 3 whole into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So this implies that x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. These are the only two roots. So since there are two roots, so the roots are distinct, so d must be greater than 0. Okay, so the factorization is this. Okay, so let's see whether d is actually greater than 0 or not. So d is equal to what? B square minus 4ac, right? So b square will be what? So it will be 25 minus 4 into 6 into 1. So this is equal to 1. So that is actually greater than 0. So we can also evaluate from here whether d is greater than 0 or not, because these are double implications. Okay, if d is greater than 0, then distinct roots and real. Okay, d greater than d equal to 0, this implies that repeated and real, and d less than 0, complex conjugate and imaginary, right? So let's see the step-by-step solution. So to factorize, we look for two numbers whose sum is actually 5, okay, and product is 6. So the numbers are 2 and 3. Thus x square minus 5x plus 6 can be written as x minus 2 into x minus 3. So let's see problem number 3. So consider the graph of the quadratic equation function f of x is equal to minus 2x square plus 4x minus 3. So find the x coordinates of the points where graph intersects x-axis. So to find the roots of the solution, so what we do is we equate this expression with 0. So here a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 4, c is equal to minus 3, right? So step 1, using the quadratic formula to find the roots. So x is equal to what? Minus b plus or minus root over of b square minus 4ac whole by 2a. So in this equation, a is equal to minus 2, b is equal to 4, c is equal to minus 3. So plugging these values into the formula, x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus root over of b square minus 4ac. So 4 square minus 4 into minus 2 into minus 3 whole by 2 into minus 2. So x will be equal to what? Minus 4 plus or minus root over of minus 8 whole by minus 4. So this is equal to what? Minus 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. Right? 2 root 2. 2 root minus 2, right? So whole by minus 4. Okay. So what we are left with is x1 is equal to 1 minus root 2i and x2 is equal to 1 plus root 2i. So the graph intersects the x-axis at the complex numbers this and this. So the graph actually in real never intersects the x-axis, okay, because d is less than 0. Okay, as you can see, d is equal to what? D is equal to b square minus 4ac. So this is equal to b square will be what? 16 minus 4 into minus 3, that is equal to 3 into minus 2. So that is equal to 16 plus, it will be 4 into 3 into 2, that is equal to 24 minus 24. So this will be equal to minus 8, right? So since this is less than 0, so the roots must be complex and there are no real roots. So it will never intercept the x-axis. Let's see problem number 4. So f of x is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9, right? So a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 6, c is equal to 9 right here, right? So b square minus 4ac is equal to, so b square will be what? 36 minus 4 into 1 into, that is equal to 36 minus 36 is equal to 0. So the roots will be what? Repeated, right? So determine the vertex. So vertex will be what? So vertex will be minus b by 2a. So minus 6 minus of minus 6 whole by 2 into 1. So this is equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. So the vertex will be at 3. Okay, so using this from the equation a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 6. So putting into the formula minus b by 2f for the vertex, we are left with x is equal to 3. So now we have the x coordinate of the vertex. So find the y coordinate of the vertex. So y coordinate will be what? For f of 3, that is equal to 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 9. So 9 minus 18 plus 9 is equal to what? It is also 0. So the vertex or minimum point of the graph is 3, 0. Okay, in graph the point will be 3, 0. So let's see problem number 5. So factorize x square plus x minus 20. Okay, so x square plus x minus 20 is equal to 0. So this implies that x square, we can write this as x square plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 is equal to 0. So this implies that x square, so let's take common x from these two terms. So it will be x plus 5, right? So after taking this common, that is x taking common, then let's take common minus 4 from here. So minus 4, so it will be x minus, so it will be plus 5, right, is equal to 0, because minus 4 into 5 is equal to minus 20, so it will be right. So x, taking x plus 5 common from these two terms. Okay, so what we are left with is x minus 4 is equal to 0. So here we have factorized, so this is factorized. Okay, so then x is equal to what? Minus 5 and x is equal to 4. These are the two roots. So let's see the solution. So we'll look for two numbers whose sum is actually minus 1 and product is minus 20. So the numbers are minus 5 and 4, and thus x square plus x minus 20 can be factorized as x plus 5 into x minus 4. So for the quadratic function f of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3, find the vertex. Okay, so the vertex of the parabola f of x is equal to x square plus bx plus c is found using what? S is equal to minus b by 2a. So this is the formula for the x-axis parameter of the vertex. Okay, so it will be what? Minus b by 2 is equal to minus 2 minus of minus 2 whole by 2 into 1. So that will be 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So how we can find the y coordinate? So it will be f of 1, right? F of x coordinate. Okay, so this is equal to what? So 1 minus 2 plus minus 3. This is equal to minus 1 minus 3. This is equal to minus 4. So minus 4 will be the correct answer. Okay, so 1 and minus 4 are the answer. So in x coordinate it is 1, then it is minus 4. Okay, so for the function f of x is equal to x square minus 2x minus 3, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 2. So h will be equal to what? 1. So when h is equal to 1, f of 1 is equal to 1 minus 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 4. right? So the vertex will be 1, minus 4. So let's see problem number 7. So find the axis of symmetry for f of x is equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 7. So the axis of symmetry is x, that is equal to minus b by 2a. So for this function, a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 8. So x is equal to 8 by 4, that is equal to 2, right? So let's see problem number 8. So factor the quadratic expression x square minus 5x plus 6. So to factor the quadratic expression x square minus 5x plus 6, we need to find two binomials that multiply to this expression. So we look for two numbers whose product is the constant term 6 and whose sum is the coefficient of the linear term minus 5. Okay. So these numbers are minus 2 and minus 3, because minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to 6, right? And minus 2 plus minus 3 is equal to minus 5. So we can factor the expression as follows. That is x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to x minus 2 into x minus 3. So let's see problem number 9. So factor the quadratic expression 4x square minus 12x plus 9. So to factor the quadratic expression 4x square minus 12x plus 9, we need to find two binomials that actually multiply to this expression. First, factor out the greatest common factor, which is 1. Then 4x square minus 12x plus 9, that is equal to 4x square minus 12x plus 9, right? So now what we do is we factor them. So how we factor them? By taking common. So we can write this as, so 4x square minus 12x plus 9. So this can also be written as what? 4x square minus, it will be 4x. So what we can write here is, we can write in terms of factor 2x minus 3 into 2x minus 3, right? So we can find the factor the expression as 4x square minus 12x plus 9 is equal to 2x minus 3 whole square. Okay, so this is the factorization term. Okay, so let's see problem number 10. So determine the maximum value of f of x, that is equal to minus x square plus 4x minus 3. Okay, so the parabola opens downwards because the coefficient of x square is negative. Okay, since here the growing part is this one and it has actually negative coefficient. So since any quadratic expression ax square plus bx plus c, okay, whether the graph will be this kind of or this kind of, it depends on this coefficient a. If a is greater than 0, then the coefficient is okay, opens upwards, and if a is less than 0, then it opens downwards. Okay, so you may say how? Because as x tends to infinity, it tends to infinity, okay, and it grows way more than this part, okay, of the expression. So the coefficient determines whether it goes up or down. Okay, so let's determine the maximum value of f of x. Okay, so the vertex represents the maximum value. So using the vertex formula, that is minus b by 2a, that is equal to what? Minus b is minus 4 by 2 into minus 1. So this is equal to, it will be 2, right? So 2. So f of 2 will give the y coordinate. So f of 2 will be what? So minus 4 plus 4 into 2 minus 3. So it will be 8 minus 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So 2 comma 1 is the correct answer here. Okay. So h is equal to what? 2. So this is the x coordinate. So for y coordinate, what we do is we put 2 into the quadratic expression, that is equal to minus 4 plus 8 minus 3, that is equal to 1. So the maximum value is actually 1. Okay, maximum value is 1 and its point is in y coordinate, it will be 2 comma 1. Let's see problem number 11. So an object is actually thrown upward from the top of a 50-meter building. So its height is h of t in meters after t seconds is given by h of t is equal to minus 5t square plus 20t plus 50. So how long does it take to reach the maximum height? So to find the time to reach the maximum height, use the vertex formula, that is h is equal to minus b by 2a. So for a is equal to minus 5, b is equal to 20, h is equal to what? Minus 20 by 10 minus 10. So 20 by minus 10 is equal to 2. So it takes 2 seconds. So let's see problem number 12. So a stone is dropped from a cliff. Its height is h of t after t seconds and h of t is equal to minus 40 square plus 100. So after how long will the stone hit the ground? So to find the time when the object reaches the maximum height, okay, So we can use the formula for the vertex of parabola, that is equal to t is equal to minus b by 2a, that is equal to 0. So problem number 13. So given the quadratic function f of x is equal to 2x square minus 4x minus 6, find the vertex from the function. Okay. So to find the vertex from the quadratic function, we need to complete the square. So this is equal to this. So this is equal to what? 2x square minus 2 into 2x into 1 I can write. So plus 1 square minus 1 square minus 6 is equal to 0. So this implies that 2x minus 1 whole square is equal to what? So 6, it will be 7. 6 plus 1 is equal to 7, right? So this implies that, so 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus root 7. So this implies that x is equal to, we can evaluate as x is equal to plus 1 plus or minus root over of 7. Okay. So f of x will be this much, that is 2 into x minus 1 whole square minus 8. So the vertex form of the function will be f of x is equal to 2 into x minus 1 whole square minus 8. So let's see problem number 14. So given the quadratic function f of x is equal to minus x square plus 4x plus 2, find the x coordinates of the x intercepts, okay, by factoring or using the quadratic formula. So to find the x coordinates of the x intercepts, this must be equal to 0, that is the quadratic equation is equal to 0. So this implies that x is equal to minus b, that is equal to 4, minus 4 plus or minus root over of this will be 16 minus 4 into 2 into minus 1. So it will be this much by 2 minus 2. So this is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 16 plus 8, that is equal to 24 whole by minus 2. Okay. So it will be equal to what? So x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus root over of 24 whole by minus 2. So it is nothing but x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus 2 root 6 whole by minus 2. So x1 is equal to this much and x2 is equal to this much after simplifying this into this by taking common 2 on both numerator and denominator. Okay. Let's see problem number 15. So a stone is dropped from a cliff and its height is h of t after t seconds. H of t is equal to minus 4.9 t square plus 100. So after how long will the stone hit the ground, right? So the stone hits the ground when h of t is equal to 0. So set the equation to 0 and solve for t. So 0 is equal to minus 4.9 t square plus 100. So t square is equal to 100 by 4.9. So t will be equal to root over of 20.41. So t is actually approximately 4.52 seconds. So the stone will hit the ground after approximately 4.52 seconds. Let's see problem number 16. A ball is thrown upward with an initial velocity of 20 meters per second. So find the time it takes for the ball to reach its maximum height. So using the formula that is h of t is equal to minus 4.9 t square plus 20t, and then putting with the value of t, that is equal to minus b by 2a. So a is equal to this, b is equal to this, so this will be minus 20 by 2 into minus 4.9. So this will be equal to 20 by 9.8, right? So it will be equal to what? 2.04. So it takes 2.04 seconds approximately for the ball to reach its maximum height. Let's see problem number 17. So the profit P of a company in thousands of dollars is actually modeled by a quadratic function that is equal to P of x is equal to minus 2x square plus 16x minus 12. So where x is the number of units produced and sold. So find the number of units of the company that should produce and sell to maximize the profit. So to maximize the profit, we need to find the vertex of a parabola. Since the coefficient of x square is actually negative, meaning the parabola is actually opens downwards. Okay, because I have already told you that it decides whether the parabola will open downwards or open upwards. Okay, so h will be equal to what? Minus b by 2a. So it will be minus b minus 16 whole by 2a is equal to minus 4. So it will be 4, right? So the company should produce and sell 4 units to maximize the profit. Let's see problem number 18. So a ball is actually thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 20 meters per second from a height of 10 meters. Then find the time it takes for the ball to reach its maximum height. Using the equation h of t is equal to minus 5t square plus b0t plus h naught. where h of t is actually the height, v of t is the initial velocity, and h of t is the initial height. So we are given initial velocity v naught is equal to 20 meter per second, initial height is equal to h naught is equal to 10 meters. So we need to find the time it takes for the ball to reach its maximum height. So at the maximum height, the final velocity will be 0 meter per second. So using the following formula, that is height versus time in free fall. So h of t is equal to minus 5t square plus v naught t plus h naught. So putting the values, so what we are left with is minus 5t square plus 20t plus 10. Okay. Let's see problem number 19. So the stone is actually thrown horizontally from a height of 40 meters with an initial velocity of this. So v naught is equal to 30. Okay, and h naught is equal to 40. So find the horizontal distance the stone travels before it hits the ground. So d is equal to v naught x into t is the formula, right? So d is the horizontal distance. So v naught x is the initial horizontal velocity. So putting it into the equation, what we are left with is 1 by 2 into 9.81 into t square is equal to this one. So t square is equal to 8.15. So t will be 2.85 seconds. So now that we have the time, so we can actually find the horizontal distance by using the equation for horizontal motion, that is d is equal to v naught x into t. So d is equal to 30 meter per second into 2.85 seconds. So this is actually equal to 85.5 meter. Let's see problem number 20. So company finds that when it sells X items, the profit P in dollars given by P of X is equal to this much determines the maximum profit. So the maximum profit corresponds to K. Okay, so using the vertex formula, H is equal to minus B by 2A. So H is equal to minus 120 by minus 6 is equal to 20. So plugging H is equal to 20. So what we are left with is the maximum profit will be 700. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you.